the big TV. On the big TV.
And here's Joe and Corky.
Well, it's not Grow Big TV. It's Garden State Gardener Show, but just like the Marshmallow Man, it just came on in. Boom! I love playing that intro, and I wanted to play that because the Vineyard Chicks, as you guys saw, well, they were our guests today, but they did a jingle or a song for us, and I appreciate that so much. Now we got to get a Garden State Gardener jingle or a song, our intro or whatever. Never asked them, by the way. But they're going to be here in a little bit. They're setting up a little bit, and they have their show right after ours. So make sure you guys check them out right after our show. So they're not in the background yet, but once I see them in the background, we're going to have them on right away. I'm super excited about this. The Vineyard Chicks, it's right from the very beginning, they have been there for me, and in more ways than one. And what a great family. I mean, it's how you want your kids to grow up. And I absolutely love that about their parents and how they're raising their kids. I absolutely love that. So I see somebody in the background, so let's see who's here. Kayla! Oh, I did not hear you.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing well. Welcome in, Kimmy. There's God's Desire for Me, 2%, Jane Doe. It's the Marshmallow Man, Holistic Patriots. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And Lynette Lawrence, thank you for being here. So it's interesting with this new time, a little flip-flopping around.
Yeah. It's great to see you going back live, though. Really happy about that.
It's the community. They bring you back.
Yeah.
The emails, the messages, the texts, It's just like, I got to come back. It becomes family after a while.
Oh, yeah.
And it's special. And I still love this. I still haven't put it, my Sunday Funday.
So glad
Sunday
you got
it. Funday.
So glad you got it. Has your name all over it.
I had ice cream last night.
Nice.
And I thought about this right away. So what's interesting is I was playing with a little co-pilot today, because last time I think I did this, I think it was pretty funny, where I asked artificial intelligence about you guys.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my gosh.
So I was playing a little bit with it today, and suppose that there's a time limit, and all of a sudden I see like 2 minutes left. I'm like, what do you mean there's a time limit? I've never seen a time limit before.
Oh, no.
I want to try this out, because they try to update the app and everything like that.
Right.
So I want to play this for you and make sure I have the volume on. Welcome in, Serena, Dragon Cat. Thank you, everyone, for coming. There's Gil, Camp Patton Family Compound, Robot Gopher. And I don't know if I ever messed that name up. Nobody ever corrected me. I'll go with it. I'm terrible with names. There's Hugo Homestead. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We'll give this a try.
Hey again, Joe. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm just a bunch of code, but I'm running smoothly. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
So I want to know a little bit about the Vineyard Chicks from YouTube.
The Vineyard Chicks are a musical trio of sisters who are known for blending their music with homesteading. They create content that showcases their life on the farm, their musical performances, and how they intertwine the two. They're all about family, sustainability, and of course, their passion for music. What more would you like to know about them?
What are the three girls' names from the Vineyard Chicks on YouTube?
The three girls from the Vineyard Chicks are named Katie, also known as KT, Victoria, who goes by Tori, and the youngest, Gabriella, known as Beck. Together, they make up the Vineyard Chicks.
Gabrielle!
What was that? What what kind of artificial intelligence is that?
Victoria. Hey, Katie.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Hey, Joe, what's got you curious today?
So from the Vineyard Chicks on YouTube, can you tell me about Bunky?
Banky W is a Nigerian singer and politician.
Let's try this again. Now, the first when I tried this before, it was solid. It was perfect. So now it's like, what is this? This is not what I wanted.
Victoria.
Hi, can you tell me about?
Bunky is the youngest of the Vineyard Chicks trio, known for her lively spirit and contributions, both musically and on their farm.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about Trey and Kayla from the Vineyard Chicks?
Actually, Trey and Kayla aren't part of the Vineyard Chicks. The trio consists of sisters Bunky, Tori, and KT. Perhaps you're thinking of someone else in their circle or community?
Who's Tori?
I want to know. This is really confusing me because Copilot, you have this all wrong. It's Bunky, Trey, and Kayla from the Vineyard Chicks. Can you give me an updated version to about their bios?
My mistake, Joe. The Vineyard Chicks do indeed consist of sisters Bunky, Trey, and KK. They're a charming trio blending music and homesteading, sharing their talent and lifestyle through their YouTube channel. Each sister brings a unique flavor to their music and farm life.
Can you tell me more?
Pray.
Sure. Bunky is the youngest and known for her energetic personality. Trey, the middle sister, is often involved in songwriting and plays multiple instruments. KK, the eldest, takes on a leadership role, contributing to their arrangements and harmonies. They all share a love for music and farm life, making their channel a unique mix of both.
We're charming now.
Do the Vineyard Chicks, do they cook?
The Vineyard Chicks primarily focus on music that's family-friendly and positive. They've covered a wide range of genres, but tend to stick to themes that align with their wholesome image. Did you have a specific song in mind?
Empire State of Mind.
Nope. Empire State of Mind isn't their style. The Vineyard Chicks usually create original songs or cover family-friendly tracks, staying away from mainstream hits like that. They're more about that homestead vibe.
Do they like Jersey singers?
The Vineyard Chicks haven't specifically mentioned their favorite singers by state, but given their diverse musical tastes, they likely appreciate talent from all over, including New Jersey. Are you hoping they're fans of a particular Jersey artist?
Yeah, every single one.
What?
Oh, you're laughing at me now? How about challenges like prepping challenges, seed challenges, cooking challenges? Do the Vineyard Chicks have any of those?
Absolutely. The Vineyard Chicks enjoy sharing various challenges on their channel. They've done cooking challenges, including baking and meal prep, as well as homesteading-related tasks like gardening or animal care. These challenges add a fun twist to their content.
And does Bunky like gardening?
Definitely. Bunky, along with her sisters, is very involved in their homesteading activities, including gardening. They grow their own fruits and vegetables, which they often showcase on their channel. It's a big part of their lifestyle.
Does any of the girls like grapes?
Yes, they grow grapes on their farm. Grapes are a popular crop in homesteading, and they're likely used for making homemade jellies, juices, or simply enjoying fresh from the vine.
What's their favorite ice cream?
The Vineyard Chicks haven't publicly shared their favorite ice cream flavors, but considering their fun personalities, I bet they enjoy a variety of flavors. With their homesteading lifestyle, maybe they even make their own ice cream on the farm.
That was not
She
good.
made ice cream, but she put cheese in it.
Did you know Kayla she puts cheese in her ice cream?
Cheese and ice cream? That's definitely a unique twist. Kay must have a creative palate. Some people actually enjoy incorporating cheese into desserts for a rich, savory touch.
No one liked it.
Oh my gosh, no! I was trying to make like
Cheese.
goat milk ice cream, and so the recipe actually called for putting cheese in the ice cream, and I didn't
Not
get
that
it,
much.
but I way overshot it. So I was like, oh, about a teaspoon, and then I just like put the whole thing in.
Hi,
And
Eric.
it was really bad.
Hey, ER. No, I'm Victoria now, and this is Katie.
See, after a while, it was great, but in the beginning, it was like, this is not what I wanted.
Where's Gabriella? Is she around here?
But they had Bunky.
They had Bunky.
They had Bunky.
That was great.
They just knew Bunky. That's terrible.
And she was so convinced. She's like, actually, Kayla and Trey are not in the Vineyard Chicks. It's Victoria and Katie.
That was amazing. That was
You
great.
don't look like a Tory.
I don't look like a Tory.
So, welcome to the off-grid world. Welcome in. Someone's here, which is pretty cool. I never heard of someone before.
Yeah, that's
Serena,
cool.
Kaylin's here. Adrian, Troy Sutton. Let me see. There's a couple other people that just came on in. It's almost time for the glasses. I tell you what, the older you get, man, you really need glasses. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It goes really fast. Welcome in, built in a rock homestead. I got to replay that whole beginning.
That was so fun. Oh my gosh.
You gotta rewatch it. That was hilarious.
So, how did you discover your passion of music?
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
wanna
how did that
say
all
it?
start?
I don't know. Like, I.
Did it come from Dad?
No, so
No.
neither of our parents play instruments. I know it started with me, but I don't like remember like exactly.
According to the stories, the tales we've been told from
Stop.
the times that we don't remember.
History is
From what-
important.
Yeah, from what we've learned of my sister's history, she has perfect pitch, and it did not take long for our parents to figure that out, because she would like make off comments about like how the tone for the car horn for our car was different than the neighbor's horn or something like that. And so, you know, because that was a natural gift of hers, then she got lessons. And so
I started
growing-
playing piano at like 2, and then like we didn't really start doing stuff as a group until I was maybe 13.
Growing up, me and Bunky were always surrounded by her music, because she was always playing piano and she was always really good. And so that kind of inspired me and Bunky to play instruments.
Well, the same thing happened with my brother was my role model. So whatever he did, he just took me around everywhere. I bless him, because he's 4 years older than me. So when he went out, I went out with him. So he's a senior in high school, taking his younger brother everywhere. And my brother was very popular. He's, one of the most popular people in school, a big time athlete, big time personality. And I remember even go to parties when I was in 8th grade. And he's a senior. My parents were, oh, if you're out with your brother, you're good. I'm like, oh man, it's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on. And now I remember when my brother and I looked like we sounded like grown, and still do.
Yeah.
And a girl will call on the phone for him. My brother's out, and I would talk to the girl on the phone. She's thinking I'm him. And I'd be like, hey, John. I mean, I didn't say John. Whoever I was talking to, the girl. I'd be talking, hey, so do you want to go out tomorrow night? And I'll be like, yeah, whatever happened in the conversation. I just went with the flow. I'm like, wow, that's
Nice.
good. My brother would come back, hey, John, you got a date tomorrow night. With who? I have no idea. I guess you got to figure it out yourself.
I have no idea.
No idea.
No idea at all.
You made it fun.
Adventurous. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Thank you for being here. So the Vineyard Chicks, what time are you going live tonight?
We're
At
going
6?
live at 6.
And you're giving away some prizes and stuff?
Yeah, tonight is giveaway week. So on our channel, we run the Survival Seeds collaboration, and every 4 weeks we do a giveaway week to thank all of our collaborators, commenters, and people in the chat for everything they do for our community. And so Lazy Days Ahead has some great prizes planned, and we're really looking forward to it. Giveaway week is one of the most fun weeks, I think, just because like everybody shows up and it just has like a great time making jokes and getting stuff.
Yeah.
We got a jokester always in here. Her name is Serena.
Hey, Serena.
What are you doing to make sure your chickens don't get bird flu? Well, there we go. That's actually not even a joke. That's actually a question.
Going to divert to Chicken Master.
I thought you were gonna call me Bird Girl again.
I was going to.
So bird flu is a pretty serious risk when you have birds. My bigger concern, so my chickens have their own run, so they've got a decent amount of space, but they're not like roaming everywhere. So when we are worried about bird flu, we keep the feed in the water somewhere that like stray birds can't get into. We put a tarp over their entire area so that they can't get like birds coming in and pooping in their area, because that's one way that bird flu can spread is through wild birds. So when we're really concerned about that, there'll be a tarp, their food and their water will be in their house so that other birds can't get to it. The bigger worry with that is when we have Muscovy ducks that they can fly.
And they go everywhere.
And even if you clip their wings, they'll just walk up the fence like it's a ladder. So they get everywhere. So that's the bigger concern for me with bird flu, is if my ducks get it. But they're separated from my chickens, so it's not too bad.
Hi, Helen Ford. Good to see you.
Hey.
Some names I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, I haven't seen Helen in a long time. She's
So
helped
good to
out a
have you
lot
back.
with Gorgeous Day Gardener. She really
Awesome.
has. Can you share a memorable experience from one of your live performances? Like something that really blew you away?
I think we did this Christmas concert. It was on December 19th, like this past December. And it was like the coolest thing for me because we did some Christmas songs and we like spent months like just arranging them to sound cool. And like I had a lot of fun just like tearing these songs apart and putting them back together in a way that was like a little more easy for 3 people to play, because like we have this thing where it has to be upbeat or we can't keep the tempo.
Yes. I can't do slow songs. I get
So
I have
like
trouble
we
with
did the
those.
Grinch and a bunch of Christmas carols and stuff, but we kind of rocked them up just so that they were like truer to our style. But like at the end, close to the end, we had Bunky play Sweet Child of Mine. No, it was towards the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the second song we did. She plays Sweet Child of Mine, and there's that second lead that she like barely knew. But her guitar teacher was in the audience and she was like really pumped for that. And it was like the best time she had ever played that. And it was just so cool to watch her like go nuts.
You can see it all over her face. She was so excited because she'd been working with on that lead with her teacher forever. And she was like so excited to play in front of him.
And she killed it.
She did. She was
I
so
love
proud. I think
Achievements are amazing when you really knock it out of the park.
Yeah, and she's gotten so good she'd gotten so good in 2024. Like it's so cool to see like where she went from last January to this January. We're in February, never mind.
It's such a big difference.
Thank you for all the members that stayed with me through all these months. And we go live. It's going to be Sunday, every Sunday now, around 5:15. It could be 5 o'clock. It could be 5:30. It depends when I get off I'm driving a bus.
That's
It's so
cool.
interesting. And
That
a
is so
community where I'm at, they go to school on Sundays. So it's Jewish, so they go to school on Sundays. So I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. You know how it is. It's freezing. You got to warm up your car for a while. By the
Right.
time I warm up my car, I get to the bus. I got to warm up my bus there. and then I drive in the morning, I drive in the afternoon, and I drive at night. So I get a
Wow.
couple breaks in between in the morning, afternoon, and a little bit of break like right now. So for Garden State Gardener and Grow Big TV, Monday through Thursday, I should be live around 11:15. Only go to about 45 minutes. And our Sunday Funday, which I'm so happy to be back. It's only going to be an hour show, hour 15, somewhere's in there. It's not going to be the 2 hours. And the Vineyard Chicks is going to be 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock right now, but that's up to them whenever, if they're going to
Yeah.
change it.
Yeah, we
So-
may push it.
So more time for them, bigger smile I have.
Aw.
I'm only going for 45 minutes to an hour. So 5:15, 6, somewhere's around there, I'll be finished. Welcome in Purple Tea Bear, Lulu's Treasure Trove. Welcome in Canadian Family Life. So good to see you. So homesteading, what are some of your challenges with homesteading?
Other than the fact that I don't like being outside,
Yes.
that's just not my thing. That's just like, yeah, it's probably really just that. Like, I do not like dirt at all.
Or bugs.
No,
Or
so
too much heat. Or too much cold. Or when it's raining too hard.
no,
Or when the air is too dusty.
stop. That makes me so
God.
terrible.
No, you're not terrible.
So no, that actually stems from like a very horrible child experience in which my big brother threw a worm at me. I was like 6.
Oh, it was
It was
so
the
funny,
worst.
though.
But that's,
Talk to him for like, she didn't talk to him for like
was
15 whole
awful.
minutes.
but as far as like realistic challenges on the homestead,
Like, I can tell you about one realistic challenge we've got going right now.
yeah.
We had 8 cows in the vineyard this
Oh, yeah.
morning. That was a realistic challenge.
That is a challenge.
That was
So
quite the challenge.
they're like right outside the window. The cows have their own little cow run. What do you call that? Their pasture?
Pasture?
Yeah, their pasture. But there's like a fence separating them from the vineyard. And the little cows, whenever they get low on hay, because we have to do it every day, they decide to go into the vineyard. But there's like a foot of snow out in the vineyard. So I cannot think of for the life of me what they're doing
They're
there.
eating the dead raspberry plants.
Oh.
Or, well, not the dead, the sleeping raspberry plants.
But there was 8 of them.
Well, one of them was an adult.
That's great.
Usually the adults behave, and she was out. And so, like, the younger ones, they usually don't give me any trouble. I can just, like, walk over by them, like, what are you doing? And then they'll go back in. But, like, she was mad. She looked angry. I had to get the tractor to get her to go back in. She scares me.
So
The
growing
big
up,
ones
I
are
lived,
scary.
next to a farm. Huge farm. Well, right next to the farm, there was a ShopRite, grocery store. Huge.
Right.
Had a whole bunch of stores, pizza, ice cream, a whole bunch of places in there. Well, once in a while, the stairs on the farm got loose. Guess where do we go to? The ShopRite parking lot. And we live on pretty much a main road. There's a lot of traffic. So they would close down a whole entire town. I remember my father yelling, "Stairs are loose! Stairs are loose!" Kids, stay inside, kids. And we see cop cars going all over the
Oh
place.
my gosh.
So when you say that, reminds me with the cows going in the vineyard. Watch out
Oh
for
my
the
goodness.
stairs.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like
Whoa.
horrible.
I wish I grew up more with that before they made sold the property in townhouses.
Yeah.
That's
And,
crazy.
A great moment for me because it cracked me up every time my father said that because he had a panic mode. Do not go outside. You're not allowed outside. Yelling. That was great. So how do you?
That is awesome.
How do you come up with some of your new songs that you sing?
What?
All I do is make the melodies.
Are you talking about, like, ones we write or, like,
Songs we
picking
write.
Both.
songs
I think.
to sing?
Songs
Okay.
that you write and actually songs that you want to sing. Like, hey, let's try this song. How does that all?
So
come
So,
Like,
like,
there's a-
picking songs,
yeah, there's a few what was the word?
contributing
Con-
factors.
Yeah, there's a few factors that go into like picking which songs we want to cover because there's like the relevance of some songs that tend to do better if they were new releases, like Liar by Jelly Roll. We got that one, and we were really happy we got that one when we did. But also
it was
sometimes
just
they're just like really good songs from 40 years ago that we really want to do anyway.
And a lot of that has to do with Bunky. Because if Bunky...
She's such an 80s girl, oh my gosh.
But if Bunky hears a song that has a cool guitar part in it, she's gonna learn it. Like,
Love it.
whether you tell her to or not, she's gonna learn it.
And then you have to do it.
And then you have to do it because now the 11-year-old guitarist can play a super cool guitar lead. Now we have to do that song.
Oh, look, we got a joke. There's Serena. Serena comes through with the joke. Let's see. What do plants drink at social gatherings? Compost tea.
Nice.
Joke of the day.
Yeah, I've been
If you-
keeping an eye on her stuff. They're awesome.
If you could collaborate with any artist or band, who would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that.
That's a hard question.
Well,
That's a
because like
very
we've
hard
done,
question.
we did some collaborations this year with other people who were in the Michigan State Fair with us.
Those were so cool.
So we did Abijah Perry. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Abijah Perry and Dejan were two semifinalists in the Michigan State Fair, and we were really honored to get the chance to be able to work with them. We went to a studio and got to sing with them. But I've never like thought of like ambitions like
yeah.
that.
So like the only like thing I would take into thought is like someone with a super cool bassist.
We
like,
need a bassist so
We
bad.
don't have a bassist. We kind of like she'll do bass on some songs, but she mostly does piano, which is awesome. But like collaborating with like a bass player or like a saxophone player,
Oh, that would be cool.
that'd be cool. Saxophones are so cool.
So, what advice would you give young musicians? Musicians, listen to me.
We're doing the
I'm
same thing.
bubbling. So, what advice
You're
would you?
contagious.
When you get to that 10 to 14 range in which you hate your instrument, don't stop playing it. I literally, I hit age 10, and from then to 14, I could not stand playing piano. And, like, I had to anyway, but, like, the persistence is really important, because even if you're, like, not actively learning new things, you have to keep practicing. Because you don't practice. This is actually such a funny thing, because I hate practicing.
She never practices.
I take classical music, and I do not practice for that at all. But I practice for the band, and that's like it. So it makes me sound like a hypocrite, but like making sure you still know your instrument, and like even when you're changing instruments, you have to know your instrument really
Yeah,
well.
get to know your instrument. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going?
Stop.
This is gonna sound really hypocritical of me,
Right?
just personally, but like, pick something and stick with it. Like, it's really bad coming from me, right? So, Kayla picked piano when she was really little, and she's played piano since. And she is so talented that people will like see her playing piano and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh,
That's a 40-year-old.
like somebody actually said that she looked like she'd been playing piano for 40 years just because of how skilled she was." And like Bunky, she picked guitar and she's been playing guitar ever since she picked it, and she's gotten so amazing at it. And like personally, like Kayla's been playing piano since I was like 2 and or maybe 1. So I've always been like thinking like I should play an instrument so we can do a duet. I've tried playing piano, recorder, clarinet, violin. I tried harmonica once. Like I've done so many different instruments, and I just didn't put the practice time or care into any of them. And so I wasted a lot of time that I could have been using like getting better at something of just like not wanting to do anything.
Yeah, but like that said, you've been playing drums for like the same amount of time that Bunky's been playing guitar, and both of you are growing really well.
And I'm like really, really happy with drums. I love playing drums. It's so much fun. I don't have to do anything with my fingers. Like I just hit stuff. You guys are playing guitar or playing piano. I love playing drums. I just wish I had settled on it sooner.
Oh.
I wish to like find what you love
Sorry,
and do something with it.
So, if you went in your homestead and want to cook a meal, So you're going to your homestead, whatever's out there. What would your go-to meal be?
Just
So-
out of homestead stuff?
Just out of the stuff
Just
we grow.
out of homestead, not going to the store, out of your homestead.
So like I'm gonna say salad, but not because like it's a basic answer. But we grow a lot of lettuce and tomatoes, and I do enjoy making different kinds of salads. Like we did that one with beets one time, and so it's just like a lettuce, tomato, something else salad, and we put beets in it, and that was really good. There's like so much you can do with a salad.
Am I allowed to just say pickles? Because I love pickles. I would just eat.
Go for
I
it.
could eat pickles all day. Like, completely serious. I love pickles. Or maybe just an egg. Eggs are good.
An egg?
I grow eggs.
Yeah, that's true. What are you gonna
How
talk
about a
about?
tomato sandwich? How about like a Jersey
Yeah.
tomato sandwich? That's
Yeah.
perfect. Where's the bacon, though?
We can't grow
We don't
pig.
have. Oh, we have turkeys. We can make turkey bacon.
Ew.
There you
That was
go.
pretty good. Turkey bacon was good.
So what's your favorite song to perform and why?
Oh man, where do you get these questions? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
dude.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Dude, I was gonna
I beat you to it.
now I have to think harder.
No, it's Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Because you get like 5 minutes worth of Bunky just singing with that one tone she does that's very cool. And then she has 2 leads, and then I get a lead.
She has a lead,
And then it
has
is
a
a
cool
very
drum
cool song.
part. The guitar leads are amazing. Like that was like the song that Bunky started learning amazing guitar leads on. So like that song I think is our best song.
It's actually
'Cause
getting released
all
next week.
3 of us have something so cool we get to do with it. That like since she picked that one, I have to think of something else. Because you know we're sisters, we can't agree on anything. It's illegal. Man, I'm gonna
That's
have to
perfect for
go
my
with.
next question.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to probably go with Oh no, I thought of another one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Daylight by David Kushner.
Okay.
Because I love singing that song. It's just like so full. It's so cool. I love that song.
There's some songs that are just like not very range challenging. They're just very fun to sing.
Yeah, I love Daylight. It's such a good song. It's so good.
So with 3 sisters coming together, you know, you have your good days, you have your bad days, right? How do you stay motivated all to come together to act as one group?
Well, management.
Yeah.
We have
Thank you,
to.
managers.
Our managers say that we have to practice for an hour a day. But also, like, I think it's just like something that we end up missing because, like, we went to this thing in January. Everyone got that one sickness that everybody was like
The one.
staying
Like,
away
the
from.
one
That
sickness,
one. We got
the
that.
one.
But like after a month, no one was playing, and like we just missed it.
Because
After
we
a
got
while.
so sick, we could not play any instruments or sing. And like when we finally got there, and we're all sitting in front of our instruments, holding them, and like I don't know how you guys
I'm not
were
holding
feeling.
my piano.
We were all sitting in front. I had to say holding them because Bunky's not sitting in front of her guitar. We all were at our instruments. And I don't know about you guys, but I felt like so alive that first concert.
I did not.
Or that first practice. Because, like, we spent that much time just out of it. We were so sick. None of us felt good. And then I had exams while I was sick, and everyone was feeling terrible. And then we got back into it. And it was so, so good. It was amazing.
So since you ladies been growing with YouTube for how long you been?
Eh,
Seems like,
Like
10
5
years.
years.
5
5
years.
years.
Time flies.
it does.
What advice would you give beginning YouTubers?
Oh, collaborations.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
collaborations
Colla-
and challenges.
Yeah.
Because, like, not only are they so fun, but, like, you get to learn more about, you get to make friends.
Yeah. I
Like-
think like one of the biggest things of like trying to do stuff on YouTube is consistency and having a reason to be consistent. So finding that like
Community.
that initial community is very important because like if you're not actively trying to do something like to like participate in something or to teach about something, if you don't have anything you're teaching to like your audience, it's not as worth it as when you have friends and you're like learning and growing from each other.
What's
So
been
collaborations.
what's been the most surprising part of sharing your life on YouTube?
It's always like those
people
like
liking it. No.
there's like you release a video and then there's like once every year or something. There's like this one person who's never commented before. They're never gonna comment again. But they're just like they just come out of nowhere and they're talking about like how cool it is that we get to grow up on a homestead and we get to do all these stuff together. And it's like we've had a few comments that are just like, yeah, my hope in the next generation is totally restored now. And it's just it's so cool like when these people who are never going to come back to the channel just like we get to like impact their lives for a little bit, and it's just kind of cool when they like share their story with us, or they like just like these random strangers who like do not stick around, but like they leave like this lasting impression on you. It's like very cool. Like we had this one person when we had like 40 subscribers come in, and he was Mystery Man.
Question man, I was close.
And he was like super impressed with something that he saw in a video, and it was just very cool to like, because then like you start a conversation with this person in the replies, and we were like 14 at the time, so like mom and dad were like helping with the comments, but it's just super cool because like you make that connection, and then they tell you about their life and what they've done, and like you're learning from them too now.
Right.
So that's, I think, cool.
So one person I used to follow, well, I still do. I'm good friends with her, but Gail Southern Living. When I first started following Gail, she would be in a live, or I'll be in her live, chatting it up with people, and she thought I was an imposter. I always thought, because she would slow down. I'm writing stuff. She would slow down the way she speaks, looks, her facial expressions, thinking I was some crazy guy that's going to go mess up her channel. And to, I believe, well, her surprise, or her surprise, I think I've been like the biggest shock of somebody coming on her channel that she could depend on and trust and everything like that. Has there been any instances where somebody on your channel you didn't think like you had to keep their eye on a little bit, or who is this person that but they became really good friends to you, or you started following a lot more?
Yeah, so like not really. We've been very fortunate to have a very good community as far as our experience on I almost said Facebook, on YouTube goes. And we've been very thankful for that. But it's always kind of cool, like when you have these people who follow your music or your homesteading, they don't have channels of their own. So you can't really like visit their channels and get to know them. But like the one I'm thinking of in particular is Carson 1954. But there's like 4 or 5 channels that do not have content on them, and they don't have like profile pictures or anything. But we've been friends with Carson for like 3 years now. He talks to our manager a lot about the way he grew up, and we get to like share these stories. And he's just such a cool guy.
He's a great storyteller.
Wonderful storyteller. Like
wow.
You can see the stories he writes. It's so cool.
Yeah, every time I go to your channel, he's always there. So
right. Like he's so cool.
So talk about Jane Doe just said a Survival Seeds collab website. Can you talk about Survival Seeds?
Yeah.
She made the website.
Thank you.
She's very proud of it.
So Survival Seeds collab started in January of 2024, and basically it is I don't want to like call it a mission because that makes it sound so formal, but basically it's just like our mission to make sure that anyone can garden whatever they want, wherever they are. And so we started that last year with 6 seeds. I'm not going to be able to remember what they are because I'm terrible at listing stuff. It's like beets, squash, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and something else. And we sent those for free to anybody who wanted to join. And this year we're doing the same thing. We changed some stuff around, so like you have to have an entry video or you have to email us first, just so like we know who you are, and we know like what to do. And it's changed a bit through zones. Like it's a little bit more complex, so that we're sending the right zones, the right seeds. Because something we learned in 2024 was that onions don't grow well for anyone, for everyone.
Yeah, no one can grow onions. It's impossible.
Well, no, because if you're in the South, you need a short day onion, and if you're in the North, you need a long day onion.
need
And I
short
sent
day onion,
I sent
fair.
long day onions to everybody, and nobody in the South could grow an onion, and I felt really bad about that. But we have a website, and it talks a little bit about what we do. I haven't finished the about page. I'm sorry. But it's just a collaboration that really aims to teach people how to garden. Like whether you are like growing in pots in your kitchen or you have like this massive garden outside, like everybody can learn from each other. And it's so cool because there's like all different ages, all different areas. We even have someone in Australia who is gardening with us. And it is the coolest thing because they make these videos and they share their knowledge and their questions that they have, and the community can just like answer with what works for them. And so it's a very cool way to like observe how other zones grow, develop new ideas for yourself, and also just build this community of people who care about each other and who know each other's gardens. And so that's been really cool to watch it grow.
It's 5:56 already. It's really that time. It was flu. I still have like 2 pages of questions.
Oh my gosh!
That just has to hold off for another time.
Yeah.
I plan to go on a Vineyard Chicks sometime in April. So I just
It's going to be so fun. Can't wait to get that
awesome.
scheduled with you.
I'm looking forward to doing that. We have 2 weeks off. I just don't know what they have off.
Yeah.
And would you guys want to end on a song, or are you're not set up for that?
I'm not set up for that at all.
Okay, that's what I kind of
Sorry.
No, that's all good. I kind of like, I'm looking at the background, I'm like, wow, I guess that's not going to happen today, but I might as well ask. Well, thank you, girls, so much for coming on, and tell the family I said hello.
Absolutely.
And, you guys mean a lot to me. I just want to make sure you ladies know that, you and
Thank you
your
so
family.
much.
And
You
thank
mean
you
a
so
lot to
much
us
for
too,
coming
Mr.
on
Joe.
today.
Thank you so much.
It's so great to see you back.
I'm so glad you guys are my first interview coming back. So this is good. This is
It
great.
was so great to see you.
It's so great to see you. Take care. Thank
Bye.
you. Everybody check out the Vineyard Chicks. It's going live like right now.
Yeah, I know. We gotta go.
We're gonna go. Bye.
And they're giving away a lot of stuff. So go. Take care, girls. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.
Thank you.
So I hope you guys had fun with that. So the Vineyard Chicks will go live in a minute or two. Quick turnaround. So I plan to be here at 5:15 next week. I have 2 of my friends. They're chiropractors coming on, talking about everything chiropractic, from healthy lifestyles to holistic living. And well, one of them is my chiropractor. Cracks me up. And so does my friend Val. He cracks me up too. I know Val for 20 years, maybe more, 25. So I hope you guys are going to be interested in next Saturday at 5:15 with 2 of my friends, Val Arminio and Tony Guerrero. And it's going to be awesome live on Garden State Gardener. And we're starting to set up interviews too on Grow Big TV for next Saturday, which is at 5 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And I go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just look for Garden State Gardener or Grow Big TV. And if you don't see me in either channels, just look at the community page, because sometimes I pick up trips. The other day I had a 3-hour trip, so I had to cancel my live. So it's just the way I got to do with it's just what I had to do. So thank you, girls, so much for being here. I thought that was an awesome live, and it's so good to see everyone. So from Garden State Gardener to everyone here and everybody going to watch, hopefully in the near future, love you guys. And it's a special time for me, just knowing that everybody's here and continues to come back. So anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Go see the Vineyard Chicks right now.